What's up guys, it's OG Dreams 101 here, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the cheapest purple loadout that you can make after the market crash update for any purple loadout enjoyers. I also want to give a quick shout out to Wishfire and my Discord server for giving me this idea. If you guys want to give me any content suggestions or want to see any color loadouts in the future for possible videos, let me know and join the Discord server to get informed with my content and also join the community. Before we jump into the video, I do want to put up a disclaimer. If anyone is trying to buy any skins in CSGO after the market crash update, with users being able to trade up reds to gold, either gloves or knives, especially with the gloves and knives in the end of this video, make sure it is money you can lose. This video is an informative video and not a reason to buy or sell after the crash. Also in this video, I will be going over my personal picks for the best T-side guns. If you guys want to see a more in-depth video with the best and cheapest purple loadout for all of the T-side guns and CT side for next week's video, let me know in the comment section down below. And if we can hit 10 likes on this video, I will start making the best purple loadouts and the cheapest purple loadouts for all of the T-side guns. Okay, starting off with our first gun in this video, we have the Glock 18 Moonrise in factory new condition. And this gun is perfect for any cheap purple loadouts, for any purple loadout enjoyers. And this gun is only going to cost you $2.85. Next on our list, and our second pistol of this loadout, we have the Dual Beretta Flora Carnivora in factory new condition. And honestly, this gun is perfect for any person wanting a cheap purple loadout. Even though it's kind of basic, it's one of the cheapest purple guns that you can get for the Dual Berettas. And also, if you guys want to save a little bit more money, you can go for a minimal wear condition of this gun. And that one will only cost you 85 cents if you're okay with a little bit more scratches. Now for our third pistol in this loadout and the cheapest gun in this whole loadout, we have the P250 Plum Netting in factory new condition. And this gun is only going to cost you 5 cents because it's from the new Ancient collection. And honestly, even though it's kind of dull, it's one of the best purple P250 guns that you can get in the game for any person wanting a cheap and budget purple loadout. Next on the list, we have the Tech 9 Sandstorm in minimal wear condition. And this gun is perfect for any person wanting a low and budget purple loadout. And honestly, even though this gun is not fully purple, it is one of the cheapest purple Tech 9 skins that you can get. And this one will only cost you $2.18. Finally, for our last pistol in this loadout, we have the Desert Eagle Mulberry in field testing condition. And honestly, even though it has a lot of scratches, you can't really beat the price for how vibrant this skin is, and it's only going to cost you $7.29. But if you're okay with spending another $10 on the gun, you can get a minimal wear condition for $18.90 to remove some of the scratches. But honestly, for $9.29, you really can't beat that price for especially a new collection, the Radiant collection. But honestly, it fits perfectly for any person wanting a budget purple loadout. Moving on to the mid-tier section of this loadout, we have the Nova EXO in factory new condition. And honestly, for only 43 cents, you can't really beat that price for how clean this gun looks. And especially with CS2 graphics, it just looks even more vibrant. And if you can get it in the right direction of the sun, it looks even crazier with the amount of shine you can get with the new Source Engine graphics. But honestly, for 43 cents, you can't really beat that price for how clean this gun is. Moving on to our second shotgun on this loadout and our final shotgun on this loadout, we have the XM1014 Gum Wall Camo in factory new condition. And honestly, for 30 cents, you really can't beat that price for how vibrant this gun is. And especially with the very little amount of purple and pink XM1014 gun skins in the game, honestly, you can't really beat the price. And honestly, it fits perfectly for anyone wanting a cheap and budget purple or pink loadout. Next on the list, and our first SMG on the list, we have the UMP 45 Moonrise in factory new condition. And honestly, you can't really hate this gun for it only costing $2.22. And also, fun fact, it's the same finish as the Glock 18 in this loadout. and honestly, I think it pairs perfectly together, and it has a shine to it, which you don't really get for that kind of price. Moving on to our second SMG on the list, we have the MP5 SD Phosphor in field tested condition. And honestly, for $3.94, you can't really hate on a pink rarity gun. And it is also from a discontinued case, that being the Danger Zone case. And honestly, even though the MP5 SD doesn't really have a purple colored skin, this is one of the best options you can get for any purple loadout enjoyers. Finally, for our last SMG on the list, we have the P90 Neon Queen in Battle Scarred Condition. And the reason why I chose Battle Scarred Condition and because it's super cheap is because the worse the wear is on this gun, like several guns in CS2, it will get darker purple and show more vibrance than in factory new condition. And honestly, for only 39 cents, you can't really hate on that price. So honestly, that is the main reason why I chose it for this purple loadout. Moving on to the rifle section of this loadout, I have the Galil AR Sandstorm in minimal wear condition. And fun fact, this gun does not come in minimal wear condition because it is float capped, and is another reason why I want to give two options for the Galil AR in case you do not like how many scratches are on this gun. And another fun fact, this gun is also the same finish as the Tech 9, but honestly, if you don't like that many scratches on this gun, and that being pretty expensive, being $4.26, I have the Galil AR Chromatic Aberration in field tested condition, and honestly, for $3.18 and being a purple rarity gun, I think this is a better option if you don't like as many scratches on the Sandstorm. But honestly, both of these guns are insanely clean and perfect for any budget purple enjoyers. Moving on to the most important gun on a T-side purple loadout, we have the AK-47 Midnight Laminate in field tested condition, and honestly, for only $8.58, even though it has a decent amount of scratches on the top and near the mag. I think it's a good option to get field tested instead of minimum wear or factory new, because minimum wear is $23.44, and also factory new is $41.24. So honestly, for only $8.58, you can't really beat that price. And honestly, you can even get lucky by getting this gun in your drops since it is from the Ascent collection. But for only $8.58, I had to put this on a budget purple loadout, and is great for any purple loadout enjoyers. Moving on to our first marksman rifle on the list, we had an SSG-08 Fever Dream in minimum wear condition, and honestly, for only $1.38, you can't really beat that price for minimum wear condition, especially for a purple rarity gun, even after the inflated prices of covert and purple rarity guns. But honestly, if you're willing to spend $1 extra for a factory new condition, which will only cost you $2.92, it is a perfect budget purple gun for this loadout. And honestly, if you're looking to still stick with the minimal wear condition, I suggest getting a low float minimal wear condition for this gun, since on the barrel and on the stock of this gun, it scuffs really easily, even in minimal wear condition, but is perfect for any budget purple loadout enjoyers. Moving on to our second scope weapon of this loadout, we have the SG-553 Ultraviolet in field tested condition. And honestly, even though this gun is pretty expensive for a budget loadout, I think it's one of the best options you can get for any purple loadout enjoyers, especially for only $13.12, which is kind of expensive for a budget loadout, but overall, I think it's one of the best SG-553 skins in the entire game and is perfect for any purple loadout enjoyers. Moving on to the last gun on the list and our last marksman rifle on the list, we have the Op Chromatic Aberration in field tested condition. And this gun is going to cost you $27.55. And honestly, for a covert rarity gun, especially an Op skin, I think this is a definite pickup, especially knowing that a lot of the field tested skins for the Op have a lot of scuffs on the barrel and on the stock, and honestly, I think it's a go-to pick for any budget purple loadout enjoyers. Moving on to the best budget purple knife that you can get after the market crash update, I have the Paracord Knife Ultraviolet in field tested condition, and this knife will only cost you $72.24. And while this is not the cheapest purple knife you can get in the game for a budget loadout, I think it's one of the best budget knives you can get while it's still having some clean animations and not looking too shit, in my opinion, because obviously you can get the cheapest purple knife, which is the Navaja knife, ultraviolet and field tested condition. And this one will only cost you $52.82, which is the cheapest purple knife that doesn't have too many scratches. But honestly, I think the ultraviolet paracord knife looks a lot better, in my opinion. And honestly, for only $20 extra for the paracord knife compared to the Navaja knife only being 50, I think it's a better option overall, and that's why I chose it for this loadout. Finally, moving on to the best budget gloves to pair with either the paracord knife ultraviolet or the Navaja knife ultraviolet in field testing condition. I chose the driver glove Imperial Plaid in field testing condition, and these gloves will only cost you $231.93. And honestly, I think that's a steal compared to paying over $60,000 for a Pandora box gloves and field tested and minimal wear or in factory new condition. And even though these do have a lot more scuffs on the knuckles, it's a better option compared to spending several $1,000s on a pair of gloves, which is more expensive than all the skins on this loadout. But honestly, I think it's one of the best budget purple gloves you can get in the entire game, and is why I put it for this loadout. Finally, I had to take a look at the best knife and glove combo, and especially the best budget purple knife and glove combo for the T side. And honestly, I think the Imperial Plaid gloves in field tested condition, paired with the paracord knife ultraviolet in field tested condition, with the Glock 18 Moonrise factory new condition, and the AK-47 Midnight Laminate in field tested condition, look insanely clean. And honestly, if you guys enjoyed this video or learned anything about CS2 or the best purple skins for the T side loadout, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel or like the video. And honestly, if you guys want to learn more about my content or get connected in my community, I will leave a custom Discord server link in the bottom of the description if you guys want to learn more about my content or give me content suggestions for upcoming videos in the future. But honestly, I hope you guys have an amazing day or night. See you guys.